Hi, everyone. Smaller class tonight, which is fine. So most of you I know have been coming fairly regularly. Laurel, I think you took JKG's class last night, right? So we are trying something new in regards to you guys play your own tunes at home. We got a lot of feedback that you guys couldn't really hear us or the music when we tried to do it. So I did share a link to Coach Breck's playlist from this morning, which was really great. Otherwise, grab, an iPhone, computer, something, queue up some tunes for you there. And other than that, you need literally nothing other than a mat tonight. It is all cardio and core. I am going to be counting you guys down. I do what I can with you, but just make sure that you guys are listening to my voice rather than watching my body for cues, because I might stop early to check my timer if I can't see it from where I am. And I might occasionally come up here and check to see if anyone wrote in any questions, make sure your form is okay, etc. So again, just make sure you're listening to my voice, not my body for cueing. We have a quick and down and dirty workout tonight. So with that being said, since it is on the shorter side, just about 35 minutes, you get what you put into it. So in our pushes, in our efforts, make sure we are working hard. All right, we are going to wait 3 more minutes. Hi, Chris. Hi, Donna. Nice to see you. Make sure you grab some tunes, and we'll get started in 2 minutes. All right, again, a couple more of you popped on here, so grab some music. I'm gonna have you guys all muted during the workout so that you don't have to listen to anybody but me huff and puff. And then I'll unmute you guys at the end when we stretch it out. So again, you don't need any equipment, just a mat or a towel if you need it. It's all cardio and core tonight, lots of intervals, all basically timed rather than reps. And cue up some of your own music at home. That way you'll be able to hear me coach. So I won't be playing music through the computer. So cue up your own music. We'll get started in about 2 minutes with our warm-up. All right, Laurel, Julia, Lauren, hi everybody. We'll give it another minute. All right, so we'll get started with the warm-up in just a minute. Again, if this is your first Zoom call, I do recommend pinning my face when you feel like you need to see the demo really well. How you can pin me is if you just go to my face where I'm talking. On the upper right-hand corner, there's 3 dots. If you click that, you can click pin me, I guess, and it makes me the biggest thing you see on the screen. So that's really effective for the demos so that you can make sure you see what we're doing. If you want to see everybody working out in the moment, I love that, then you can always switch back to gallery view, or at the very least I recommend switching back to gallery view at the end when we stretch if you want to say a quick hi to people before going on with your night. All right, so again, last spiel before we get started, make sure you listen to my voice for the cues, not to my body. I might be slower than you, faster than you. I'm going to stop and watch the timer. You guys all know there's nothing worse than me keeping you extra in an all out, right? So I'm going to make sure that I know and I'm on time. So cue up your music, guys, and eyes on me. I'm going to demo your warm up first, okay? So you do not need to start anything yet. I'm going to demo your warm up first, okay? So our exercises for our warm up. We've got a cat-cow. So shoulders over your wrist. You're in a tabletop position. Again, I'm just demoing. No one needs to start yet. You're going to inhale as you look up and then exhale as you go down. So arching your low back up and then scooping your upper back down. All right, the next one that we're going to do is called a thread the needle. So you'll reach up with one arm to the ceiling and then scoop it all the way down. Try to get your shoulder to the floor. All right. Then we've got a high plank to a pike raise. So eyes on me, you're in a high plank, and then you'll go up into that down dog. Option here, you can always take it to a plank on your knees, hop up, and go into that down dog. All right, then we've got everyone's favorite plank walkout. So we start at the back of our mat, hinge at the hips, nice and straight. You should feel a good pull in your hamstring. Crawl out into that high plank, hold for a minute, and walk all the way back up. If anyone is feeling really awesome tonight, you're welcome to add a push-up in at the bottom. But again, this is just the warm-up, so you see how you feel. Chris, I'm looking at you. All right, then we've got 5-point squats. You guys know I'm real uncoordinated, so let's see if I can, if I can do this. We're coming down into that wide squat. Make sure that your feet are flat. Then we reach up, up, and stand, okay? And then finally, we just got some power skips, or if you prefer, we've got some jumping jacks. All right, so this is a 5-minute warm-up. Again, I might be like moving around, making sure I have my timer. Turn on your music right now. Get ready. We've got 30 seconds of the cat camel to start. In 3, get down on your hands and knees. In 2, in 1, action right here. Cat camel for 30 seconds. When you're doing this, the slower, the better. Don't let your shoulders hunch up by your ears. Scoop your belly up and in. Press your shoulder blades away. Really loosening up the spine here. In about 10 seconds, we're going to the thread the needle. Doesn't matter what side, ladies and gentlemen. Choose one arm in 3, 2, 1. Right here, reach one arm up to the sky. And then thread it under your other arm. Try to get your shoulder to the ground. Hold it for a minute. And then reach right back up. Again, we're opening up our back here. Strengthening and lengthening our spine and our core and even our shoulders. Every time you reach up to the ground, trying to lengthen a little more. We have a couple more seconds. And then we're just going to switch sides. In 3, 2, 1. Right here, other side. So arm reaches up and over. You'll notice you're probably going to be tighter on one side than the other. I know my left shoulder feels so tight, I can hardly get my arms straight up to the ground and hardly get my shoulder down to the ground. That's fine. Just keep moving. Up next, we've got that high plank to downward dog. We're doing that for 1 minute. It's a decent amount of time. In 3, 2, 1. Everyone pop up into high plank. Now I want this to be slow. Hold it for a count of 2 or 3, then push back into high plank. If you're feeling really tight tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hold it in down dog a little longer than you might normally do. Even pedal out those feet a little bit. Get a little extra hamstring mobility. Otherwise, take this at the pace that works for you. Squeeze your abs, squeeze your butt. You can drop down to your knees and take a quick breather at any point. We're not in a rush here. We're just reminding our body that we need the blood to be pumping before we start. Inhale forward to high plank, hold. Exhale, push back to down dog. Heels go towards the ground. Good, couple of seconds, and I want you to go up into that standing position at the back of your mat. In 3, 2, 1. Right here, we're at the back of our mat. We're doing a minute of those walkouts. Hinge at the hips. Crawl forward into that high plank. Hold, squeeze, and then lead with your hips all the way back up. Now, I like to lead with my hips because my hamstrings are always tight and it helps loosen them up. Option, eyes on me, bend your knees, keep your knees low, and crawl back up. If you're looking for that challenge tonight, when you get out into that high plank, you're welcome to add that push-up, and then all the way back up. Good, breathe. We got just under 20 seconds. We should be starting to feel warm here. Good. Just under 2 minutes left in our warm-up before we go into our first block. We're going to go into those 5-point squats in 3, 2, 1. All right, eyes on me if you're uncoordinated also. All right, wide squats here. Crouch down. It's almost like a sumo squat. One arm up, other arm up. Stand, squeeze your glutes. Good. Your pace here. One arm up, other arm up, stand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the goal here is to have feet flat. So go wider if you need. Abs tight, and breathe. Every time you come down, see if you can sink your butt a little lower before you put those hands up. This doesn't need to be a perfect squat. This is more, we're saying it's a squat, but it's really a hip opener. So do what you gotta do at the bottom, shake it out a little bit. On the way up with your arms, try to keep it as straight as you can. Under 10, we're going into those power skips or those jumping jacks, your call. In 3, 2, 1, right here. Power skips or jumping jacks, your call. 30 seconds, get that heart rate up a little. Anything to get that blood pumping, just a little more, and breathe. Just about 10 seconds left, and we're done with our warm-up. If you're not jumping tonight, high knees here, with a little spring in your step, like you're dancing. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! All right, grab a sip of water. We're getting ready for our first block. All right, block number 1 has 4 exercises. All right, and everything, whew, I'm winded, so if you guys are too, that's a good thing. Everything is timed, okay? It's gonna be 4 rounds through. Let me make sure you can see me. Whew. Okay, here's the thing. 4 rounds through of our exercises. Just like you guys might have seen in the community group, tonight is all about cardio and core. So we're gonna have 2 cardio exercises paired with 2 core exercises. Okay, so the idea is the core can kind of be your active recovery, okay? But you push it during the cardio. Now the catch here is we unfortunately don't get breaks. So round 1 is 15 seconds of all 4 exercises. Round 2, 30. Round 3, 45. Round 4, a minute. Basically, I want you trying to go through all the chunks without a break. So 15, 15, 15, 15, 30, 30, 30, 30. If you need to rest, try to rest at the end. Now, I say that, guys, I guarantee you're gonna see me rest. We just are here to do the best we can, okay? Here's our exercises tonight. We've got a speed skater. So if you have a mat, try to hop the length of your mat. The lower you are in the hips, the harder it will be. You certainly do not need to go wide. Then we've got a pop squat. So we squat down, pop to one side. If you're not jumping tonight, regular squats is fine, or regular jump squats if rotating gives you any kind of, I don't know, hip or ankle immobility. Then we've got our 2 core moves. Our bicycle crunch, starting with legs in tabletop position, twist, twist, twist. Option, heels on the ground, alternate knees to elbows. Then you've got that plank punch. In a plank position, shoulders over your elbows, punching. Option, do so on your knees. Third option, do that in a low plank instead of a high plank, okay? Any questions? All right, so again, it's gonna be 15 of everything, 30 of everything, 45 of everything, a minute of everything. Take breaks when you need. And lastly, most importantly, listen to my voice. Don't watch my body because I need to make sure I can see my timer. So I'm gonna try to do stuff with you, but I'm also gonna be paying attention to the time and watching you guys to make sure no one gets hurt, okay? We are gonna start with your speed skater lunges. Only 15 seconds, so make this the most intense round, assuming we're gonna get tired because we're human, right? All right, guys, speed skater lunges in 3, 2, 1, action, right here, 15 seconds. So this is where you're like, no, I haven't been eating crappy during quarantine, I got this. You're fast, you're low, you're wide. We're going into that pop squat in 3, 2, 1. Pop squat right here. Remember, we get to lie on the ground next. Bicycles in 3, 2, 1. Down to the ground for your bicycles. Remember that option. Guys, it's okay to feel winded. It's okay to feel tired. The workout is shorter tonight on purpose. Flip over, plank punches, quick, quick, quick. Plank punches, 15. High or low plank, your call. Option, go on your knees. Up next, we're back for those skater lunges in 3, 2, 1. Up for those skaters right here. Anyone tired yet? I am. Good. Now remember, for the pop squat, Alternate directions or make it a regular squat if you want. I care about you moving. Make the intensity work for you. 30 seconds of pop squats in 3, 2, 1. Pop squats right here. 30 seconds, guys. You got this. Good. Remember, it's just as much about the squat as the pop. So don't cheat yourself and go into a little baby squat and eliminate the pop. Make this work for you. Your version, your way. In about 10 seconds, we're taking it down to the ground for that bicycle crunch. There we go, Laurel. In 3, 2, 1, down to the ground right here. Now with that crunch, guys, flex your feet. Press the foot that's extending away from you. I know that feels weird, but I don't want you focusing about your upper body. Focus more on that low leg. Press it away. If your heels are on the ground and you're bringing your knee up, make sure you flex your heels. Flipping over for that forearm plank punch in 3, 2, 1. Flip over, high or low plank, punching those forearms. Your feet are really strong. If you're in that high plank, shoulders are right over your wrists. Option to drop to that low plank. No matter what version of a plank you're in, you're squeezing your butt, your abs are tight. We're halfway through this block, popping up in a couple moments. We have those speed skater lunges in 3, 2, 1. Right here, speed skater lunges, guys. This is a heck of an endurance block tonight. 45 seconds here. Now, guys, if you're getting really tired, just minimize your range of motion. Don't be quite as fierce and intense. Just stay moving. Maybe this is where you tune me out. You turn the volume up on your music a little bit because you know what you're doing. All you have to do is listen to me for the 3, 2, 1 switch. Otherwise, this is you versus you. Getting ready for those pop squats. In 3, 2, 1. Pop squats. Down, pop. Good. You can even pause at the middle if you want. Otherwise, down, pop, and absorb the landing. Otherwise, you can pause full. Good. Breathe. Option, change it to a regular squat. I'm going to come peek on your form. Keep moving here. Good. Some of these living rooms are starting to get familiar. Lauren and Jill, I feel like I've been over to your house before. Good, guys. We're coming up on that bicycle crunch next. Again, the slower the better with that bicycle crunch. When we drop in 3, 2, 1. Drop to that bicycle crunch, guys. Remember, option to have those heels on the ground. No matter what, though, flex your feet, press. Good. Jillian, fully extend that bottom leg out on the way down. Good. Like you're trying to touch wherever I am. Sandy, that is perfect, perfect, perfect. You too, Lauren. Good. Everyone looks awesome. Inhale, exhale. Good, Laurel. Low back is flat. You shouldn't even be able to get a piece of paper under that low back. Breathe. Slow it down if you need to. Option to play with tempo. Maybe you twist fast, 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 then slow. Slow, slow. We're coming up on that plank. Forearm or high plank punch in 3, 2, 1. Flip over. High plank, low plank, or knee plank as you punch. Now the goal here is not to wiggle your torso. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are toast, if you are exhausted, just hold a plank. High or low, your call. Or knee plank. Just try to keep those low abdominal muscles moving. Good. You should feel slightly top heavy if you're in that high plank. Lauren, bring your hands back 1/2 inch. Yes, there we go. We have one more round, guys. One more round. You're doing each of these exercises once more. That's it. Good, 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 good. Good option there. I love seeing you guys just switch from a different version to a version that you can maintain. In 3, 2, 1. Up to those speed skater lunge, guys. Right here, speed skaters. Final time doing these. You can kiss them goodbye. Kiss these speed skaters goodbye. Maybe you try to jump a little further, even if that means you get fewer repetitions. Maybe you alternate it, right? Maybe you try to do 4 really wide jumps and then you take 4 slightly more short recovery jumps, right? No matter what, breathe. And guys, you're on mute, so you can breathe and huff and puff as loud as you need. You got this. In about 20 seconds, it's your final round of pop squats. Good. Sink those hips half an inch lower for the final couple seconds here. There we go. In 3, 2, 1. Pop squats right here, guys. Pop squats. Alternating those hips towards the other side of the room. Same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a full minute. And I know you've been working for like 8 already. So if you're getting tired, play with tempo. Tempo is your friend. So do 4 full speed quick, and then maybe 4 regular squats with no jump, right? Staying moving for the whole minute is our priority here, and you make adaptations and adjustments to make that happen. Landing soft in your jump. I want you all to pretend you live in an apartment building with real nasty downstairs neighbors. Good, guys. You got about 20 seconds, and you're on the floor for the final 2 minutes of this block. If you need to turn the tunes up as you get down there, do so. Let's finish off this block strong. Under 10, we're down for that bicycle crunch. Again, play with tempo if you need to stay moving the whole minute. In 3, 2, 1. Bicycle crunch right here. 1 minute. Your way. Option to bend those knees. Option to do both. Slower the better. Don't rush this. If you see me, I literally return to that starting position before twisting. There's no right or wrong way. Just keep your foot flexed and pressed on the extent. Low back flat and breathe. Exhale as you twist. Make sure you're not pulling on your head. Drop to that knee option if you need at any point. You have just about 10 seconds before our final round of those plank punches. High plank, low plank, knee plank option. Just hold a plank. In 3, 2, 1. Right here. Final minute of this block before we get our recovery. High plank, low plank, knee plank. Your way, your how. Punching without shimmying those hips. So if you're in that high plank, nice and stable. If you're in that low plank, same thing. And breathe. Good, guys. Drop to those knees at any point if you need. Good, Jillian. Push your hips forward a little further with those knees down. Good. So it should feel like your hips are kind of falling to the ground, so you need to support yourself with that upper body. Awesome. Good. Squeeze your butt, whether you're in that high plank, knee plank, low plank. We got just about 12 seconds. Try to stay wherever you are. Maybe you pop up to that high plank for the last 7 seconds here if you had previously dropped to your knees. There you go, Laurel. Nice job. Coming back up to high plank to finish off this block in 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Everybody grab some water. Rest, rest, rest. It is mean to make you do that with no rest in between. Here's how the rest of this block, this workout, I should say, is going to go. We have a middle block, which is no cardio at all. Your heart rate will not rise very high, I promise. It is all core and low back, okay? After this middle block, we're doing another block very, very similar to what we just did, a cardio high-intensity interval block, okay? And, of course, I will continue to provide options. So this is a 4-minute block. We've got 10 hip raises, 10 power sit-ups, and 20 seated torso rotation. So you really just need to remember 10, 10, 20. All right, when you're just going through it at your own pace, getting as many reps as you can. All right, eyes on me. So with that hip raise, your low back is on the ground. All right, here's the biggest thing with the hip raise. It shouldn't be big. So I don't want to see you guys going like backwards like this. Try to have your legs straight. Once again, your feet are flexed, hands down, tiny lift and lower. Like you're pressing the same pain on the ceiling, up and down. Your hips might not even move, that's okay, very small. Then we've got a power sit-up. So you're fully extended, toes, fingers reaching away, crunch all the way up. So you're touching your feet. Option here, just take it to your range of motion, all right? Rather than crunching all the way up, just bring your knees to your nose and your fingers to the ground in front of you. Then you've got a seated torso rotation, which I think are like the hardest things ever. Make sure this is small. So I'm seated like so, my heels are glued down, my toes are pointed up. I'm rolling my shoulders back, and I'm hinging to my point of tension. Now right here, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm starting to shake. This is my point of tension, and I'm twisting like so. Now the hardest thing is to not collapse with my shoulders. The second I collapse, I don't feel my abs at all anymore. So that's the important thing. Shoulders back, and you stay open and wide with that chest, okay? It's 10 reps, 20 reps. I'm going to be doing this with you, but I'm occasionally gonna come up and check on you too. So if at any point you get confused and you forget what you're doing, just, I don't know, make a weird face, okay, at the camera, okay? I'm gonna start that timer in just a minute. We are gonna start our 4-minute block with 10 reps of hip raises. Sandy, do you need any options? I figure you can do bridges, you can do a shoulder tap, and then, let's see, we could do maybe a side plank or a tap. Okay, cool. All right, guys, hip raises, 10 reps in 3, 2, 1, begin. 10 reps of hip raises, blast your music, get to it. Good. After 10, you have 10 double crunches. Reaching your fingers and toes away, crunch all the way up. Nice and controlled. Good. You will use momentum here, guys. That's just how it is. So you're kind of taking a big deep breath at the bottom, pulling your belly button in, whipping up nice and long. Remember, option, you limit that range of motion. You bring your knees into your nose, your elbows into your waistline. I'm doing those options for anyone that needs a reminder. After 10 of these, you have 20 of those torso rotations. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, a challenge option for the torso rotation could be to hold a weight at your chest. I personally think this is hard enough without a weight if you do it right. All right, so again, heels down, toes up, shoulders back, hinge, 20 reps, small, belly button in. Look at the point of like where the wall meets the ceiling. That will be a good point to look at. The point where your wall reaches the ceiling. Good, Lauren, roll your shoulders back another ½ an inch. Good, angle your eyes up a bit for me. Yes, there we go. Perfect, Laurel. Good, Jillian, you too. Shoulders back like you're trying to hold a pencil in between your shoulder blades. This should be really hard. Good, after 20, you are right back to those 10 hip raises. Good, Chris, angle your eyes up a little bit. It'll help keep your chest open. Good, 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 guys. Your way, your how. Right back to those 10 hip raises when you're done. We're aiming to see if we can get 2 rounds in here. You can always have your head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground if that helps. And 10 power sit-ups. Remember, I do not care if you are faster than me or slower than me. I care that you are challenging yourself to the best of your ability, and I care that you are taking care to be giving each exercise your best form. Especially with core work, slower is better. I would be proud if you were slower than me. Just over a minute left in this block. Good, keep moving. We're in that final minute. Many of you will finish with the power sit-up or the torso rotation. Optional challenge, when we get to the final 30 seconds, you can stay with whatever exercise you're at. See if you can maintain it till the finish. Hang in there, I'll continue to count you down. Otherwise, keep following through. 10 hip raises, 10 power sit-ups, 20 seated torso rotations. Final 30 seconds starts right now. Try to finish off doing one exercise for 30 seconds, regardless of reps. I want you to just stay moving. Breathe, squeeze everything in. Good, guys, 7 seconds. Taking a break in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breather, guys. Rest, relax. All right, grab some water if you need to. All right, guys. We have 10 minutes left in your class, all right, and we're doing another one of those super fun, super mean cardio timed interval blocks. So the good news is, in my opinion, I think this is good news, we're going in reverse order in regards to time. So instead of finishing with 1 minute of everything, we're starting with 1 minute of everything, which I love because mentally I feel way stronger at the end. Okay, so this time, same drill. We're pairing 2 cardio exercises, 2 core exercises. We have jump squats, pop jacks, shoulder taps, and then that double crunch, which is very similar to the power sit-up we just did. Okay, so eyes on me. For that jump squat, legs are just about hip width apart. We squat down in parallel. We jump, landing nice and quiet. Remember, we have mean downstairs neighbors. If you are not jumping tonight, just that full squat. Option to throw in that calf raise at the top to get a little more bang for your buck. Then we've got everybody's favorite pop jacks, which is essentially just the bottom version of a burpee, right? So we're in a high plank, abs are tight, jump your feet wide so they land outside your hands. Pause in that squat and back. If we're not jumping, you are stepping up, stepping back. Another great option, guys, if you have a couch or a chair, right here, okay? Put your hands on the couch of the chair, jump up for that squat jack like so, or step, step, like so, okay? Then we've got plank shoulder taps, all right? Similar to the plank punch, we're in that high plank, alternating, tapping our shoulder. Another great option for that, do it on your knees, or I love using my ottoman. High plank on the ottoman instead, tap, tap, like so, okay? And then finally, that double crunch. This is not the power sit-up, but it's similar. We crunch all the way in, we extend all the way out. Crunch all the way in, extend all the way out. Sandy, let's do those bridges, maybe even a single leg bridge if you're feeling up for it. All right, guys, everyone breathe. We're gonna get started in 20 seconds. So this is the time to blast your music, grab your water. This is our final 10 minutes of class. I wanna lay that on the line now. So don't hold back. You gave yourself 30 minutes to move today. Let's make it count. If you go into it negative, it's gonna be negative. That last round, when we get to 15 seconds, that whole round, we're gonna consider an all-out effort, okay? Whew. All right, we are starting with 1 minute of jump squats in 3, 2, 1, begin. Jump squats, 1 minute. Doesn't matter how fast you go. Remember, regular squats are fine, or if you're getting tired, switch up. Do 5 jump squats, 5 regular squats. As long as you stay moving for the full minute, that's what we're here for. Inhale down, exhale up. At the top, if you're doing regular squats, make sure to squeeze your glutes really tight. Moving into pop jacks in about 10 seconds now again. With this long round, intervals and playing with tempo is your friend. Going to pop jacks in 3, 2, 1, right here, pop jacks. Remember, high plank, abs tight, jump your feet wide, hold, right back. Option, Step in, step out. Option, use your couch or a bench or a chair to elevate it. Again, a minute is a long time. If you're feeling sore, if you're feeling tired, keep moving, but make it tempo. Hold that high plank for 10 seconds, then jump up into that squat. Or hold that squat for 10 seconds before jumping back into that high plank. There is no rule that says this has to be super fast. Good, Lauren, same as before. When you're in that high plank, wrists behind a little. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Jillian, nice option there. Abs tight. Good, Sandy. In about 15 seconds, you're moving into those plank shoulder taps. Remember, high plank, you could use an ottoman, you could be on your knees. In 3, 2, 1, plank shoulder taps. Good. So you are on the ground in that high plank, tapping your shoulders. Option, let's take it up to that ottoman or that chair or that couch. Even if you're on the ottoman, even if you're on a chair, make sure the ottoman doesn't make your wrist go in front of you. Your wrist should still be under your shoulders, so you'll probably feel a little top heavy on that ottoman, and that is fine. Keep moving here. Squeeze your glutes and your abs right now if you're not already. I want you to actively be squeezing, actively be breathing. Good, about 15 seconds, and we are going into that double crunch. I'll show you an option to limit the range of motion if you're feeling tired. Going into that double crunch in 3, 2, 1. Double crunch, crunching all the way in, full extension out. Option if you want to limit the range of motion. Have your feet planted in a crunch-like position. Crunch knee to elbow, tap feet on the ground. Crunch knee to elbow, tap feet on the ground. Keeping your low back flat. An option to make this harder is to leave your legs elevated in the straight position. So rather than coming all the way down to a flat rest, crunch up, extend with flexed feet out, and don't let your feet touch the ground. Stay moving here, we're more than halfway. Then we're back to the top with those jump squats, but the good news is we are cutting some time off. Good, guys, keep breathing. Getting ready to come up for those jump squats in 3, 2, 1. Jump squats right back up, guys, right here. 45 seconds this time, 45 seconds now. If I were you, if you're getting tired, all right, I want you to have enough energy in the tank for that all out. So change this round to regular squats if you need, or play with tempo. Do what you gotta do. But remember, 45 seconds this time of everything, not a minute. Inhale down, exhale up. Good. In 3, 2, 1, pop jack down to the ground, or again to that ottoman, jumping up, coming back, stepping up, stepping back. What's important here, whether you step or jump, is to have flat feet landing outside your wrists. Good, Lauren, those look perfect. You want to take any pressure off your knees. Good, Laurel, you too. Everyone looks really good in their options. Good, breathe. Again, hold that plank longer if you need to, but try not to totally stop. Hold that squat longer if you need to. Good. If you feel like you know what you're doing, just blast those tunes. Tune me out. Going to those plank shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1. Plank shoulder taps. Hips are stable. They're not TPing up or drooping down. Remember, options, use an ottoman. Otherwise, we're on our high plank or even on our knees. Abs and glutes are solid, super tight here. Good. Lauren, bring your hips forward just a half an inch. Yep. Jillian, try to eliminate some of that wiggle wobbling of your hips. Yeah, you have a cocktail on your low back. Good, Chris, you look nice and stable. Good job. We're coming up to that double crunch in 3, 2, 1. Double crunch, guys. Double crunch right here. Remember your options. Letting your heels tap to the ground, leaving them elevated or limiting the range of motion. Exhale up, inhale back. Hang in there, guys. The next 2 rounds are going to feel so good compared. Just about 10 seconds, and we're back to those jump squats. 30 seconds of jump squats in 3, 2, 1. Right here, guys. 30 seconds. If you want, you could always make this a squat jack. If that's easier for you to stay moving consistently for 30 seconds. When you squat jack, you get a little breather. Sometimes it's easier on your hips. Otherwise, a regular squat jump. You have about 15 seconds to go. If at any point you need a break, you take one. You're here, that's all that matters. All right, guys, in 3, 2, 1, pop jacks right here. All that matters is you took the time to open your computer, to learn something new. Maybe, dare I say, even feel a little silly to be here with me tonight and make yourself better. That's all that matters. Hang in there. Shoulder taps next. Good, guys. In 3, 2, 1, shoulder taps right here. Breathe. Be a noisy breather. It helps. Going into that double crunch. In 3, 2, 1, double crunch right here. Inhale, exhale. Getting ready to take a break in 3, 2, 1. Take a break. All right, guys, I'm cheating. I'm giving you a 15-second break because I know you're tired and I want this last round to be all out. I don't want to see any breaks. I want to see all jump squats, all pop squats, the hardest, most aggressive work you can do to finish off this class tonight. And then you get to turn the computer off and say goodbye. All right? This last round, it's 1 minute. So this is it. We're on the treadmill. Your final all out of the night. It's you versus you. You got to decide if you're going to add that 0.1. All right, going into those jump squats, 15 seconds, 1 minute of work in 3, 2, 1, all out. Let's go. Going into those pop jacks in 3, 2, 1, pop jacks. Come on, guys, last all out of the night. Plank shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1, right here. Halfway through this all out, this is the time to add that 0.1. Prove to yourself you can be better. Hold that plank if you need. Double crunches in 3, 2, 1. Double crunches, roll over, come on. You got it, guys, double crunches. Final 10. Crunch up a little higher, extend those legs a little straighter. In 3, 2, 1. Walk it down. Awesome, awesome, awesome job tonight, guys. Breathe. I know that was a lot of cardio. Keep coming to our workouts because I promise some have hardly no cardio. You guys just chose a fun night. So if you can stay, join me for a stretch. If you want to chit chat, feel free to unmute yourselves. Otherwise, just follow along with me we're gonna do the greatest stretch. So one leg in front of you like a letter, I don't know, a funky L. Just make sure this part of your leg is straight. And then the other leg 90 degrees behind you. And then twist your torso forward so that you are in one direction. If this is enough, this might feel hard enough. Otherwise, you can always walk your hands out, get a little bit more in those hips. Because with all that jumping, all those squat-like positions, those hips are probably feeling it. Whew. Breathe. So I'm teaching again tomorrow night, guys. I promise tomorrow night is not as much cardio. All right, switch sides. Tomorrow is at 5:30. It's about a 40-minute class tomorrow. Not as much cardio, a little less on your hips. I definitely recommend you come. Let's see, tomorrow morning is Thursday, so we have Coach Maddie from Swampscott is teaching in class at 9 a.m. She's great. Breathe. Good, guys. Coming back up, putting those legs together. Again, getting a little of your hips, but also stretching out that core a bit. So one arm down to the side, reach with that arm. Good. I have to know, did you guys actually play music of your own? Can you give me a thumbs up if you actually play music of your own? Okay, because I'm here in my apartment all by myself with dead silence. And I'm like, it just is really weird. So I'm glad to know that you guys have some tunes that you enjoy. Good, guys. We'll do one more stretch just because we did do a lot of abs. So come down into the ground, hands flat, like right outside your chest. All right, and you're just gonna open up your chest a bit. So this might be enough for you. Otherwise, straighten your arms all the way if your low back can handle that. A nice little core stretch. Again, here is plenty. If you can, if your low back can handle it, all the way up, looking at the crease of the ceiling. Big deep breath. Once your lower back starts feeling meh, drop back down or flip up into that down dog and just breathe. Good, guys. That's all she wrote. Thanks for coming. It's so fun to actually physically see you guys. I like this so much better than Facebook Live. All right, guys. Again, check out the schedule. Otherwise, I hope to see you tomorrow night or next week. This can be our like Wednesday night crew. All right.
Thank you, Marisa.
Bye.
Bye, Marisa. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks so much.
See you tomorrow.
See you then.